Wake up, Minnesota. We are staring down the barrel of a defining offseason. While we are trying to build a championship culture here, pieces of the foundation are being ripped away, and a nightmare scenario just unfolded on the world's biggest stage. The coaching staff is getting poached, and a former quarterback is hoisting the Lombardi Trophy elsewhere. Is the roof caving in on our strategy? We need to talk about what is happening to our Vikings right now, because the pressure just hit a boiling point. The news cycle today is relentless, and it changes everything.
Let's get straight to the facts, because the landscape of our coaching staff is shifting right under our feet. Sources have confirmed today, February 12th, that Tony Sorrentino is officially gone. He is packing his bags and heading to the desert to join the Arizona Cardinals as their new wide receivers coach. Now understand the context here. Sorrentino has been a fixture in Minnesota for 4 years. He wasn't just a face in the crowd. He was the assistant wide receivers coach, the man in the trenches. He was directly involved in the development of the best receiver on the planet, Justin Jefferson, and the immediate impact of Jordan Addison. This is a promotion for him, no doubt. But for us, this is a significant loss of intellectual property. He knows the system, he knows the players, and now he is taking that expertise to Arizona. But let me tell you what this really means. You do not simply replace the chemistry built over 4 years. When you have a superstar like Jefferson, the relationship with the coaching staff is paramount. Sorrentino was the guy refining the routes, the guy breaking down the film, the guy doing the dirty work that leads to Sunday glory. And now, he is gone. This is a brain drain. We are trying to build a dynasty. We are trying to keep our offensive window wide open, and we are letting the developmental talent walk out the door? I get it, coaches want to climb the ladder. Good for Tony. But for the Vikings, this is a subtle jab to the jaw. It is a leak in the boat. We pride ourselves on our offensive firepower, and we just lost one of the architects. This isn't just about X's and O's. It is about trust. Who is going to step in and command that room with the same authority? Who is going to push Addison to that next level? This franchise cannot afford to become a stepping stone for other teams to get better. We are supposed to be the destination. The Cardinals are looking at our success and saying, we want a piece of that. It's a compliment, sure, but it's a compliment that hurts our bottom line. We need stability, and today we lost a pillar of that stability. And hold on, because if you think losing an offensive mind is bad, wait until you hear what just happened to the defense. The bleeding does not stop here.
Before we break down the defensive disaster, listen to me. If you want the truth, the raw, unfiltered inside scoop on the Vikings that the mainstream media won't give you, you need to subscribe right now. Hit that button. Do not miss a beat.
If the offensive news was a jab, this is a haymaker to the solar plexus. Confirmed today, February 12th, Darnold Jones is gone. He is leaving Minnesota to become the defensive coordinator for the Washington Commanders. This is not a drill. We are talking about the defensive backs coach and the pass game coordinator. He was the lieutenant to Brian Flores. We all know how aggressive, how complex, and how brilliant the Flores defense is. It requires precise communication and execution in the secondary to work. Jones was the conduit for that. He made sure the safeties and corners were disguised perfectly. Now he takes that knowledge to Washington. This is a massive blow to the continuity of our defense. Brian Flores is a genius, yes, but even a genius needs capable generals. You are stripping away the infrastructure. We saw how this defense kept us in games when the offense sputtered. We saw the chaos they created. Darnold Jones was the architect of that chaos in the secondary. Losing him creates a massive void. Who steps up? Who interprets Flores' madness on the practice field now? The Commanders are getting a guy ready to lead, and we are left scrambling to fill a critical role. It feels like the league is raiding the cupboard. They see the success we had on defense, and they are picking the carcass clean. It is disrespectful. It is infuriating. Think about the timing. We are trying to reload for a playoff push, and we are losing the guys who make the engine run. Jones was instrumental in maximizing the talent we had in the backfield. He got production out of guys that other teams gave up on. That is coaching. That is value. And now Washington gets to reap the rewards. It raises a serious question about our ability to retain top-tier coaching talent. Why are they leaving? Is it just the title? Is it the money? Or is it something else? Regardless of the reason, the result is the same. The Vikings are weaker today than they were yesterday. The brain trust is thinning out. But you know what is worse than losing coaches? It's looking at the TV screen and realizing you might have made the biggest personnel mistake in franchise history. The coaching staff is changing, but the quarterback situation, that is where the real nightmare begins.
I need everyone to take a deep breath because this next topic is going to raise your blood pressure. We have to talk about the elephant in the room. The Super Bowl LX champion is Sam Darnold. Yes, you heard me correctly. The man who wore purple, the man we decided wasn't the future, just hoisted the Lombardi Trophy with the Seattle Seahawks. Reports from Vikings territory and zone coverage are flooding in today, highlighting the massive regret circulating within the franchise. And how could there not be regret? We watched him celebrate while we sat at home. This puts an unbearable amount of weight on the shoulders of J.J. McCarthy. We made the bet. We pushed the chips to the center of the table on the rookie. And what did we get in 2025? Inconsistency, multiple injuries. We saw a young kid struggling to stay on the field while the guy we let go is getting fitted for a ring. The narrative has shifted violently. Every incomplete pass McCarthy throws next season, every sack he takes, the fans are going to scream Darnold's name. It is unfair, but it is the cold, hard reality of the NFL. The front office has to be sweating. They chose potential over production, and production just won a world championship. If McCarthy doesn't turn into a superstar immediately, this decision will haunt the Minnesota Vikings for decades. We are talking about a historic blunder if this kid doesn't pan out. The patience is gone. The honeymoon phase is over. McCarthy isn't just fighting opposing defenses now, he is fighting the ghost of Sam Darnold's success. This is the definition of pressure. We let a Super Bowl winning quarterback walk out the door for a question mark. The analysis is brutal today because the reality is brutal. We have to own this decision. There is no hiding from it. The Seahawks are planning a parade, and we are planning damage control. This is the kind of storyline that gets general managers fired if it goes south. The stakes have never been higher for J.J. McCarthy. He needs to be great, not good, but great, starting day one of next season.
This is a pivotal moment in Vikings history. We are losing the coaches who developed our stars, and our decision-making at quarterback is under the microscope like never before. The front office has their backs against the wall. Can they replace these coaches? Can McCarthy handle the heat? I need to hear from you. Did we make a mistake letting Darnold walk? Tell me in the comments. We are in this together, Skol Nation, through the storm. Stay tuned.